Legend, 80 years in the business. Thank you, merci. Notre prochain invité, half white, full black, est un artiste, est un activiste juif, noir de Montréal, dont les principaux centres d'intérêt sont la musique et la poésie. Il vise à amplifier et unir les voix des marginalisés pour démanteler la suprême blanche et les systèmes qui la soutiennent. Up next, we have half white, full black, a Jewish multidisciplinary artist and activist from Montreal whose primary focus are music and poetry. He aims to amplify and unite voices of marginalized and dismantle white supremacy and the systems that uphold it. Please, welcome to the stage, right now, my man, half white, full black.
Thank you all for being here today. Thank you to the many voices of the elders I've heard today. I came here last year for Emancipation Day, soon after I had heard about the very rich history of Little Burgundy. As a kid who grew up here, it means a lot to now be a part of movement to reclaim and rebuild the space that harbored such a beautiful community. I wrote a poem today about how the elders have inspired me, and hopefully how we can all learn from the lessons of the past to create a better future. I don't have a name for it, it's very new, but I hope you enjoy. Here I stand, at the precipice of our emancipation. Ahead of me I see a path we need to pave to pass power on to the people to come. I see freedom, hope for an upcoming generation. Hope that the fears we fiercely fight today will lead to a brighter tomorrow. A brighter tomorrow where black folk are free to breathe, free to see, free to grow, free to love. And for a moment, I look back. I look back to recognize the strife and struggle, the strength it took to stand before the spiteful eyes and speak words of our worth, speak of our rights, and demand change on this very day. I look back to recognize the steps you took as you marched. You marched before me and mine, so now I must run. I must run until my very soul bleeds. I must run because I do not intend for the generations after me to ever run again. I look back to recognize the words you spoke. You spoke words that ignited my inner being. You spoke words that inspire me. And now I must yell. I must yell because I yearn for an era in which those that come after me never have to yell again. I watched you raise your fist. I watched you break the chains. I watched you protest. I watched you boycott. I watched you preach. And now, for you, I'll proudly raise both of my fists. I'll continue to shatter the cages they set around us. I'll shut down every street in your name. I'll organize ways to dismantle systems of oppression. I'll spread the words of the plight of our people. For you, I'll never stop fighting for the emancipation of every and all people. For you, I'll never stop fighting for us. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure and an honor. To those that don't know, Revive the NCC has a membership registration group over there. We really need every and all people to be involved in this process, and we appreciate you all. Thank you.
Alors, si vous voulez devenir membre pour l'organisation Revive NCC, tout droit en dessous de la tente blanche, vous pouvez s'inscrire. If you want to become a member for Revive NCC, you can go to the white tent right there and sign up. All right, soyez pas gênés, don't be shy to do it. En 1979 à Toronto, Albert Johnson a été l'un des premiers meurtres commis par la police dans la communauté noire, a attiré l'attention nationale et internationale. Son fils, Justin Johnson, a pris le poids de l'occasion perdue de connaître son père pour le transformer en un processus créatif et une approche positive de la vie. Il utilise la musique comme un outil pour guérir et comme carburant pour alimenter son désir de répandre le bonheur aux autres. In 1979 in Toronto, Mr. Albert Johnson was one of the earliest police killings in the black community that received national and international attention. His son, Justin Johnson, took the weight of the loss and the opportunity of knowing his father and transformed it into a creative process and positive approach to life. He uses music as a tool to heal, which fuels his desire to spread happiness to others. Please welcome a performance by Justin Johnson of the Black Theater Workshop.
Hello, hello. There we go. So that's closer than I thought it was. So I wrote this piece kind of just regarding an understanding to keep hope despite whatever it is that you're going through. And it was particularly in the time of all the lockdown pandemic craziness, but I've since expounded upon that to more specify it towards what I believe has been my struggle within the black community and growing up black and trying to be an artist while black, and what might be the struggle of others. So I hope you enjoy it. Just a moment here. I see a stage that's for the taking, and hearts that bleed the culture being crushed by all the waiting. Told that they're enough and then reminded to be patient. What exactly are we waiting for? Dear little black one, your heart will start as golden as the sun. Your lips will speak joy into existence and twist hurtful slurs into beautiful melodies. Your hair will grow orchards of knowledge ripe with fruit that we ourselves chose to harvest. Your eyes will learn beauty too. Dear little black bundle of joy, I pray the toys you play with aren't broken. And if they are, I hope you hold them close enough to understand what hope is. And when you grow, I only hope they tell you how to cope with broken hearts. Not those from lovers, but the ones that come from those that call you others because they failed to see your spark. I hope you notice that light is brightest in the dark. I hope you breathe easy. Believe me, we almost there. It's never easy. Believe me, we all been scared. But But fear is nothing when it's up against our courage. Discouraged words will tell you not to have hope. I hope they only words. Hold the thought of freedom closer than the thought of being cursed. Generations may repeat the broken cycles that occur, but we can try to be the changes. It's strange, but we could take a bigger risk and know I promise you it works. I promise you it hurts, but that's just healing. You'll never find a better time to brave the scary places you've been reeling to. Keep your head up, we gon' make it through. And if you're fed up, we gon' make it through. And if you ever need to let up, we gon' make it through. But it's gonna take some being broken and some hope before we recognize we need the glue. Before we reconcile, we need the truth. Before we ever see the blessings, there are lessons that are needed too. Take a risk and try to see it through. Take the road that isn't traveled. Take a chance to see what we could do. There's some magic in this skin, and man, I hope that you can see it too. I hope you know just who I'm speaking to. I use a mirror, but if it made you look inside yourself, it's probably you. It doesn't matter who I speak it to, because it's fear, and if you feel like you deserve the light, it's probably true. Keep your head up, we gon' make it through. We fashioned beauty out of what they said was ugly till we made it new. Keep your head up, we gon' make it through. We learned how to break the cages when they tried to place us into zoos. Keep your head up, we gon' make it through. We harvest light out of the darkness that they tried to beat to purple hues. Keep your head up, we gon' make it through. We are the spark that fills the heart, and we're the darkness that provides it room. We gon' make it through. I see a stage that's for the taking, and hearts that bleed the culture being crushed by all the waiting. Told that they're enough, and they're reminded to be patient. What exactly are we waiting for? Dear little black child, wild and open-minded, hard-hearted and beautiful, soul filled to the brim with art, culture, history, pain, joy, love, fear, anger, beauty, and darkness. I love you, and we gonna make it through. Thank you.
Give a hand again to Mr. Justin Johnson, please. Merci. J'aimerais saluer the CBC Radio, Mr. Aquile Aileen in the building. What's up, Aquile? You can hear him every weekday on CBC Radio. Also, I saw Mr. Egbert Gay from the Community Contact. Where you at, Egbert? Egbert's not here. And I just saw Madame Dominique Anglade avec nous aujourd'hui. Content de voir aujourd'hui. M&A for the area. Ça va? Nice. Content de voir aujourd'hui. So, the UNIA a été la première organisation nationaliste noire mondiale ayant une section au Canada et a joué un rôle crucial dans la promotion de l'unité et la fierté parmi les Canadiens d'ascendance africaine. Le UNIA a établi un cadre organisationnel dans lequel les Canadiens noirs pouvaient développer leurs talents et occuper des postes de direction à un moment où on leur refusait ces possibilités ailleurs. The Universal Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, was the first global black national organization with a chapter in Canada and played a crucial role in fostering unity and pride amongst black Canadians of African descent. The UNIA established an organizational framework within black Canadians The UNIA established an organizational framework within black Canadians could develop their talents and assume positions of leadership at a time when they were denied those opportunities. Let's welcome now Mr. David and Michael back to the stage, who will pay tribute and honor the legacy of the UNIA. Thank you.
All right. Hello again. Thank you for still being here. And before we get started, avant qu'on commence, on aimerait reconnaître la présence de quelques autres personnages. Le maire de l'arrondissement, M. Benoît Doré, qui est aussi président de le comité exécutif de la Ville de Montréal. Merci d'être là. Et encore une fois, Mme Dominique Anglade, leader de la Parti libéral de Québec et députée de Saint-Henri-Sainte-Anne, ce quartier ici. Merci, Mme Anglade. Aussi, on va reconnaître le révérend Glenn Gray. Merci, Reverend Pastor Gray. Nice to have you here with us. Thank you. As Malik said, the UNIA, the United Negro Improvement Association, was a powerful force in the world. Founded by Marcus Garvey, one of the most prolific leaders in the modern history of the black world. Marcus Garvey was born in 1887 in Jamaica. He migrated to the United States. He was a journalist, he was an entrepreneur, and he was founder of the UNIA. As a publisher as well, he was publisher of the Negro World newspaper. As an entrepreneur, he was the head of Negro Factories Corporation and the Black Star Shipping Lines. He was a tremendous force. This was 100 years ago that these things were happening. The UNIA was founded in 1917, and the Montreal chapter of the UNIA was founded in 1919. We celebrate Emancipation Day today, and as it's been said, Emancipation Day was not always recognized, but the UNIA held the flame of Emancipation Day. They brought this day back several times, and they never failed to champion the cause of Black Canadians and to recognize Emancipation Day. Alors aujourd'hui, on va reconnaître la contribution de la UNIA et son président, M. Randolph Pierre. Mr. Randolph Pierre is here with us today, and we would like to share with them this plaque from the Revive NCC movement and from the Table Ronde de Mois d'Histoire des Noirs. Monsieur Pierre.
On this Emancipation Day 2021 in the city of Montreal, en cette journée de l'émancipation 2021 dans la ville de Montréal, le Centre culturel NCC Charles Est et la Table ronde du mois d'Histoire des Noirs reconnaît le travail du UNIA, United Negro Improvement Association, for a century of dedication and steadfast service. May your longevity and your tenacity be a model to us all. Congratulations on behalf of these groups and on behalf of everyone here that is here today. Monsieur Pierre, encore une fois, félicitations.
I don't know if everybody's in the house. Yeah, absolutely, you're going to say that. Okay.
Okay.